Commonly asked questions about time travel. Fiction has provided us with guidebooks for travel to the parallels. The rules and orders of time travel, guidance for the ones who use their consciousness to move from point to point in time. Years ago it was decided to slip a rule book into a popular movie. Many of you adventurers in fiction have had the pleasure to observe this movie while others have not. We do request that you do. The book that was used in this movie can be found in many parallels at corner bookstores. The Book of Travels is a book containing rules, stories, and instructions for time travel. The book was first found by a monk in the Hoia Basaya forest in Romania. After advanced study he renamed the book, calling it the Book of the Dead. His understanding of this book was limited and he believed that if a person could leave and come back then this was necromancy according to his faith and religion. During the late 1940s or early 1950s, the book was moved to the Vatican. Decades later the book vanished. The Book of Travels then appeared in a movie called Donnie Darko, forever cementing the ideas into history. The book was called The Philosophy of Time Travel by Roberta Sparrow. The text in this book are crucial to understanding the movie and the rules within the tangent universe. We provide this book here, with the missing information. The foreword of the book is more of a thank you and a warning. This intent of this short book is for it to be used as a simple and direct guide in a time of great danger. The same with the intent of our books and videos. I pray that this is merely a work of fiction. If it is not, then I pray for you, the reader of this book. If I am still alive when the events foretold in these pages occur, then I hope that you will find me before it is too late. Roberta Ann Sparrow. October, 1944. Paranoid Times, 2017. Chapter 1. The Tangent Universe. The primary universe is fraught with great peril. War, plague, famine and natural disaster are common. Other dimensions hide the things we're not ready to accept into our reality. Death comes to us all. The fourth dimension of time is a stable construct, though it is not impenetrable. Other dimensions of time support the primary construct, to prevent changes to the past. Incidents when the fabric of the fourth dimension becomes corrupted are incredibly rare. However, they do happen, and will more and more as changes are made, technology grows. Our time map did not account for technologies lost in the past from travelers from the future. What was once a carefully mapped out timeline has been changed forever, untimely changing each of our parallels, therefore causing ripples or what has been called the Mandela effect. If a tangent universe occurs, it will be highly unstable, sustaining itself for no longer than several weeks. Unless it has a fuel source, such as CERN, nuclear power plants or particle accelerators. The tangent universe will attempt to keep itself alive. An observer will notice earthquakes and large atmospheric events, such as snowstorms, heat waves, massive thunderstorms, hurricanes and strange weather patterns. Watch carefully, dear observer, the rabbit is out of the hole. Eventually it will collapse upon itself, forming a black hole within the primary universe capable of destroying all existence. Chapter 2. Water and Metal. Water and metal are the key elements of time travel. Water is the barrier element for the construction of time portals used as gateways between universes as the tangent vortex. Metal is the transitional element for the construction of artifact vessels. Time travel is not possible without either. Chapter 4. The Artifact and the Living. When a tangent universe occurs, those living nearest to the vortex will find themselves at the epicenter of a dangerous new world. Monsters of unknown origins, localized events such as earthquakes, volcanic activity, and strange weather phenomena such as acid rain, air mass changes, anticyclones, Arctic cyclones, ball lightning, odd cloud formations, crow instabilities, derechos, diamond dusts, Drought in places where rainfalls are high. Dust devils. Dust storms. El Niños. Extratropical cyclones. Feign winds. Hail. Halo effect. Heat waves. Hurricanes. Ice pellets and snow that don't melt under flame. An unstable Indian summer. Kelvin-Helmholtz instability. Lake effect snow. Many of our lakes and rivers will become portals. Light pillars. Lightning. Morning glory cloud. Novaya Zemlya effect. Raining animals. St. Elmo's fire. Sun shower. Unexpected supercell formations. Temperature inversion. Thunder snow. Tornado where tornadoes are not common, and they zood. A winter like no other. Artifacts provide the first sign that a tangent universe has occurred. If an artifact occurs, the living will retrieve it with great interest and curiosity. Artifacts are formed from metal, such as an arrowhead from an ancient Mayan civilization, or a metal sword from medieval Europe. Artifacts returned to the primary universe are often linked to religious iconography, as their appearance on Earth seems to defy logical explanation. Or objects that are out of place, such as the Antikythera mechanism or the Baghdad battery. Divine intervention is deemed the only logical conclusion for the appearance of the artifact. Because time travel is not a concept easily explained. Chapter 6. The Living Receiver. The living receiver is chosen to guide the artifact into position for its journey back to the primary universe. No one knows how or why a receiver will be chosen. The living receiver is often blessed with a fourth-dimensional powers. These include increased strength, telekinesis, mind control, and the ability to conjure fire and water. The living receiver is often tormented by terrifying dreams, visions and auditory hallucinations during his time within the tangent universe. These surrounding the living receiver, known as the manipulated, will fear him and try to destroy him. Chapter 7. The Manipulated Living. The manipulated living are often the close friends and neighbors of the living receiver. They are prone to irrational, bizarre, and often violent behavior. This is the unfortunate result of their task, which is to assist the living receiver in returning the artifact to the primary universe. The manipulated living will do anything to save themselves from oblivion. With the invention of the Internet, the living receiver opens himself or herself up to more attacks from the manipulated living. A more common name has been given to them as trolls. Chapter 9. Insurance Trap. The manipulated dead will set an insurance trap. The living receiver must ensure the fate of all mankind. This trap is a device used to ensure that the living receiver will succeed, such as books, videos, and works of fiction. Chapter 10. The Manipulated Dead. The manipulated dead are more powerful than the living receiver. If a person dies within the tangent dimension, they are able to contact the living receiver through the fourth-dimensional construct. The fourth-dimensional construct is made of water. The manipulated dead will manipulate the living receiver using the fourth-dimensional construct. Be careful when you are around water. The manipulated dead will often set an insurance trap for the living receiver to ensure that the artifact is returned safely to the primary universe. If the insurance trap is successful, the living receiver is left with no choice but to use his fourth-dimensional power to send the artifact back in time into the primary universe before the black hole collapses upon itself. However, some of the manipulated dead has other motives, one in which to keep this bridge open so they can travel back and forth. During point in history this has happened and the good dead has tried to stop the bad dead. People often confuse this with the battle between good and evil, and sometimes call them ghosts, angels, or demons. Chapter 12. Dreams. When the manipulated awaken from their journey into the tangent universe, they are often haunted by the experience in their dreams. Many of them will not remember. Those who do remember the journey are often overcome with profound remorse for the regretful actions buried within their dreams, the only physical evidence buried within the artifact itself, all that remains from the lost world. Ancient myth tells us of the Mayan warrior killed by an arrowhead that had fallen from a cliff, where there was no army, no enemy to be found. We are told of the medieval knight mysteriously impaled by sword he had not yet built. We are told that these things occur for a reason. We hope this help you, dear listener. We do. And remember the signs and the word, because time will change them. This once again is for you, dear listener. I pray that this is merely a work of fiction. If it is not, then I pray for you, the reader of this book. If I am still alive when the events foretold in these pages occur, then I hope that you will find me before it is too late. Stay paranoid, my friends.